Happy Monday, everyone. I hope you all had a fantastic weekend. The weather is getting better. I hope you guys got some sun outside. Here in Canada, it's really starting to warm up, so I'm very happy about that. But less about the weather and more about the market movers. Let's dive right in here with the first card on the list, which is Aladdin's Ring from Arabian Nights, up 33% here today from $56.37 to $75. And there is no dex that actually uses at least registered on MTG Goldfish, so the reason for this going up is probably just for the fact that it's from Arabian Nights. Next card up on the list is a Library of Alexandria from Arabian Nights, another Arabian Nights card. This is a reserve list card, up 33.33% from $3,000 to $4,000, seeing a substantial gain. And it does see a ton of play in Vintage, as well as it being a rare and sought-after card from Arabian Nights. Next card on the list is Toski, Bearer of Secrets. This is the promo pack version, so it's got the Wizards of the Coast stamp on it. It's up 36.22% from $323 to $440, and it sees a ton of play in Standard right now. It's one of the hot cards from Kaldheim, specifically in the Naya Adventures deck. All right, the next card up on the list is Knight's Whisper from Dual Decks, Jace versus Vraska. This is the version of that card, up 38% from $3.05 to $4.23. And it does see a lot of play in Commander, specifically Integrid, God of Fright decks, which is a card we got recently in Kaldheim. Inner Sanctum from Weatherlight. This is a reserve list card, up 40% here today from $9.99 to $13.99. And there is one registered deck on MTG Goldfish, a Jasmine Boreal deck from Commander that does use it, so that's one of the reasons it's going up. Mage's Contest for Invasion. This is up 41.44% from $292 to $413, seeing new all-time highs, and it does see a lot of play in Commander, more recently a Norn the Wary deck, which you can build for about $474. Next card on the list, Angus Mackenzie from Legends. This Legends reserve list card is up 50% here today from $449 to $674, and it does see a ton of play in Commander as a Commander itself in an Angus Mackenzie deck, and also some Sliver decks, a Sliver Overlord and a Sliver Queen deck as well. Next card on the list is Diamond Valley. This was a card we saw on Friday of last week. This is Arabian Nights card and a reserve list card, up 51.96% from $1149 to $1747, and that is $1,747, I should clarify. It does see some play also in Commander in a Sliver Queen deck and a Negan the Cold-Blooded. Tradewind Rider from Tempest. This is up 56.83% here today, seeing new all-time highs from $637 to $10. And there actually is a few decks that do use it. A Tetsuko and a Jorn God of Winter deck, and that card came out recently in Kaldheim. Next card we have on the list is Savitri Skarzum from Legends. This is up 78% here today from $11.25 to $20.03. And you know what? It doesn't see any play really at all, but there is a cheaper version of the card if you like it just for the art. It uses the same art from Chronicles that you can get for about 14 cents to 24 cents on the market. Next card we have on the list is Gyre Sage. This is the Ravnica Allegiance Guild Kits version. It was originally printed in Gatecrash. This is up 96% from $742 to $1457, and there is a lot of decks playing it. More recently, a deck that was printed recently, well, one of the cards was Vorinclink's Monstrous Raider, obviously a deck that uses counters, and a card like Gyre Sage that's very useful because it adds counters for every mana. So we have Llanowar Waste, which is from Apocalypse. This is up 107% from $7.23 to $15 because it does see a lot of play in Lathril decks and Commander, and that was a card we got recently in Kaldheim, one of the precons. And if you want a cheaper copy and you want to build this deck, you can get one that was from Commander 2020, a really cheap copy of Llanowar Waste for about 57 cents to 80 cents on the market. Next up, Limited Resources from Exodus. Now this card is up 141%. From $2 to $482 for some reason. I couldn't really figure out why, because there is no registered decks, at least on MTG Goldfish, that do utilize this card. So if you guys know, please let me know in the comments. All right, next card on the list we have is Auspicious Ancestor from Mirage. This reserve list card is up 202% from $15.55 to $47, seeing new all-time highs. And there actually is no decks using this, so this is just really a buyout because it's a reserve list card right now, and you know, reserve list cards are hot even from Mirage, which is a bigger print run. Next card we have on the list is Senastian Falconer. This was our biggest loser on Friday, I believe, and it's a Legends card, up 801% from $266 to $23.99. This is starting to turn into a bit of a meme as it sees new all-time highs, and there is no real reason besides it going up, but it is only the only printing of this card is from Legends. There is no Chronicles version of it, so in a way it's kind of a reserve list card, you know, and until it gets reprinted, which who knows if that's going to happen. Okay, so I wanted to look at some Antiquities cheap cards that, well, I personally think are good pickups that maybe you should check out yourselves. You can find them cheap as well. So we're going to have a small list starting off with Staff of Zegon. This is from Antiquities. Now, these are cards specifically from Antiquities under $1. Now, I don't know if you're going to be able to find them under $1 because a lot of the Four Horsemen sets are hot right now, and Antiquities is one of the sets from one of the Four Horsemen of the four. So we have Battering Ram here, another Antiquities card for about 52 cents to 50 cents on the market. I think that's a pretty good deal if you can find any Antiquities cards for under $1. I think they are going to see some buyouts soon, and there's a lot of interest going towards the older cards, especially from any of the Four Horsemen sets. Another card we have to look at here is Amulet of Krug. Beautiful, beautiful art there. Very, very reminiscent of the older cards in Magic the Gathering with the hand-painted cards, no digital art. These are all beautiful pieces of art, and this is about a 49-cent card to 50-cent card on the market. And we have Artifact Ward. This is another one, you know, hand-painted, beautiful card, about 55 cents to 57 cents on the market, and I think, you know, that is a steal. Like right now, after this video is done, I'm actually going to be trying to find any sort of antiquity cards I can find under $1 at my local game store, and hopefully I can open that up in one of the next Market Mover videos. Argivian Blacksmith, another Antiquities card that is about around 50 cents. This is about 52 cents to 57 cents on the market. Love the artwork there. Beautiful hand-painted card. You know, you're not going to see art like this anymore in Magic the Gathering. All right, the next card we have is Artifact Possession. Beautiful card from Christopher Rush. He is one of the most iconic artists in Magic the Gathering. He's done some art like Lightning Bolt in the past, which obviously is one of the most staple cards that you can use. So I think that's an interesting spec right there. So today's biggest loser we have of the day, it is an Arabian Nights card, and we've seen this card before. It's Waluli Wolf version 2. Yes, this is down 57% from $35 to $15, seeing a nice little retrace. Okay, it's final thoughts on the market. So I've been noticing that we are getting a lot more cards that are just commander driven. They're not necessarily reserve list cards, but they're cards like, you know, Toski that's seeing playing standard, which is obviously why we're going to be seeing cards like that on the list every once in a while. And, you know, we have a lot of movement from cards that are seeing play from a lot of the call time commanders and the precons, which that was happening a few weeks ago, but since then it was mostly just reserve list, but now we're seeing a little bit of variety on there, so that's fun to see. Anyways, let me know what your thoughts are on the market, and please leave them down below. And I do make these videos Monday to Friday, so please come back tomorrow and subscribe for another Market Movers. All right, until then, have a great day. Being a patron will help me produce more Market Movers and add to the funds that I will use for my random buys, and also to my coffee fund, because I drink a lot of coffee for these videos. And here you can see a link below in the description that will give you all the tiers and what you get in each tier. So I hope you guys click and think about joining. And with that, I'll see you next video. Think about supporting the channel in that way. If not, subscribe, like, leave a comment, and I will see you again in the next video.